What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. So Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving played basketball today, man. They are officially back, and because of that, we are doing a Brooklyn Nets new look realistic rebuild. So obviously, they didn't change a whole lot this offseason. It was the couple off seasons ago where they made the major changes with Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. KD obviously didn't play a single game for the Nets, and he will be this season. And Kyrie Irving got hurt for most of the season. So now the new look Nets is coming into this season, not so much last season because they didn't really play. And I fully expected the Nets to trade for a third star, but they didn't. They're going in with the roster they have now. And let's be honest, this is a really nice looking roster. And if Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving can be healthy all season, this is a very dangerous team in the East. Make sure you guys leave a like on this video, subscribe if you haven't already, and let's do this Nets rebuild. I don't hate the fact that the Nets didn't trade for a third star, honestly. I don't hate it, because Karis LeVert could be really nice next to Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. You just don't know. We'll have to see how that fit goes going into the regular season. And then you kept Dinwiddie as well, which he is a really nice six-man. He's going to be very nice backing up Kyrie Irving. And you shouldn't lose a step whenever Kyrie Irving goes to the bench, obviously. And you got Jarrett Allen, Joe Harris, which they gave Joe Harris a bag this offseason, which is fine. He's one of the best shooters in the NBA. And it looks like some of the shooters got paid, like Bogey, Joe Harris, and I think there's somebody else I'm not thinking of that also got paid to shoot threes, which is where the NBA is heading nowadays, obviously. So I kind of want to go ahead and just make a banger trade early in this video. I don't think I'll do it right now, but maybe by the trade deadline or the offseason, we're probably most likely going to trade for a third star, depending on how this season goes. So if Karis LeVert and Dinwiddie are just that good where I probably shouldn't trade these guys, then I won't. But if I feel like there is a need for change and wanting to get someone else, maybe I will. But Dinwiddie is going to have a player option, so that could make us, trade him a little bit earlier. We'll just see, man. I'm probably going to simulate at least to the trade deadline. If not, I'll simulate the whole season, and we'll just see how this Nets team does this first season. At the end of season number 1, we end up being atop the Eastern Conference, getting our 2 stars back. LeBron James MVP, Wiseman Rookie of the Year, Rubio's your 6th man, Giannis Defensive Player, Michael Porter Most Improved, and Frank Vogel Coach of the Year. So I did kind of skim around the trade deadline to see what was available. I could have taken a trade for Zach LaVine, but I just thought, I think I'm just going to wait and see how this team just plays out in the playoffs. Because Karis LeVert and Dinwiddie did, help us out a lot. I'm not going to lie. With 17 points, 17, I was trying to say contribute. I just couldn't get the word in my mouth. But 17 and 17 from LeVert and Dinwiddie is not terrible whatsoever. So I do like what we got out of both these guys. I don't know if they'll both be on the roster next season, but I definitely like what they've done. Because obviously this is a rebuild at the end of the day, so I don't want to just sit here and simulate the Nets and not do anything. So we got the Orlando Magic here, though. They're the 8th seed. Orlando has floated around the 8th seed for quite some time, and it is time to knock them out of here. Let's somebody current round, and no way we lose Orlando here, right? Okay, so we do beat them in 5 games, and now we're playing against a very, very tough Philly team. Bro, I just don't understand why this is even a thing, man. Dwight Howard starting at power forward makes literally no sense whatsoever. I think even the jump or first take or whatever it was even had like like when Dwight Howard first got signed, what the 76ers projected starting lineup was going to be, they legit had Dwight Howard at the power forward. What on what planet would Dwight Howard play the 4 for the Sixers? I have no clue. Let's go game 1 here, though. So they won game 1. They won game 2 as well. Okay, that is not a good sign, but we do win game 3, and we even it up. So that is good. So they won 2 in our house, and we won 2 in their house. So we won 3-2, and we are going to a game 7. Let's go Simcast. I think Simcast is probably the best, safest bet here. So, Simcast, Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving playing a ton of minutes. Game 7, we need them out here. 42 points in the first quarter, and that is not going to be enough as we are going to lose 131-121. Kevin Durant did all he could. Kyrie Irving, Dinwiddie, but LeVert kind of disappeared in Game 7. So, yeah, obviously a second-round exit is leading me to making some significant changes in the offseason, which we will be doing, and the Los Angeles Lakers win the championship. So for me, this is a no-brainer. We got to go find someone to add to Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant. So that is what we'll be trying to accomplish this offseason. With the draft lottery, though, here, I don't know if we have a lottery. Yeah, I don't think we have a lottery pick here, obviously. So we do end up with the, I don't really, do we have, we have the 29th pick. Okay, so that's good. So the 29th pick, Steve Nash. I'm not going to fire him. I just don't think it makes a lot of sense just to get rid of him. Yeah, his ratings suck on 2K, but I mean, at the end of the day, they just hired the guy, so I don't think it makes a lot of sense for me to just come out here and fire him. So if I'm trying to be realistic anyway. So I'm going to go to the NBA draft now. So with the 29th pick, who do I have under contract right now? So we have Karis LeVert to show. We have Joe Harris, who they actually gave it back to as well, so we can maybe throw him out there. You got Claxton still. Prince is still salary as well. So there is a world where we can make some kind of trade for a star. So I'm probably going to look real quick to see if we can pull that off right now. If not, we'll just draft somebody, we'll go to free agency, and then we'll figure it out from there. So the obvious guy I'd want here would be Bradley Beal, if I'm completely honest with you. They just got done having a terrible season, and Beal's on a 1-year +1. So maybe there's a situation where Bradley Beal is like, you know what? I kind of just want out of here, and Wizards have to get what they can for Bradley Beal. So I'm going to try to make something happen here. I don't know if I'll be able to, but I'm going to try. So if I threw them Karis LeVert, which obviously is going to have to be in the trade, I also throw them, I would say, probably, I don't think they'd want Joe Harris's contract, considering if they were doing this trade, it would probably be more catered towards a rebuild. So maybe you take on Taurean Prince is expiring. We give you Nicholas Claxton as well, who is a 22-year-old center. So obviously this isn't enough for Bradley Beal, so we are going to keep moving down the line and adding more assets. We got Reggie Perry in the draft, but no, we didn't. He's a two-way player. Never mind. So we haven't. Oh, we have the 29th pick as well. So throw them the 29th pick. We throw them to future first, and let's see if this gets it done. If it does not, then we will not getting Beal here. And they agree. So yeah, we got Bradley Beal. That's a W. Bradley Beal would cost a ton of assets because I feel like Bradley Beal would initially say, you know what? If I'm getting traded to Brooklyn, I would definitely resign there. So Brooklyn would have to give up a ton of assets to get him, and we got him. And we also are we probably will be able to keep Spencer Dinwiddie as well, which is a major W. And then Jarrett Allen is someone we might look to re-sign, just kind of depends. Then we kept Joe Harris. So I really like this trade for us. We got Bradley Beal, added him to Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant. We got the third star we were looking for, so I'm very happy with that. So let's go straight to player options, and let's see what we get. So Dinwiddie declines, obviously Landry Shamet accepts. Maybe letting Dinwiddie go would be the better decision, but if I can re-sign him, I definitely wouldn't hate it. So he wants $22 million, and we have his bird rights. So yeah, definitely wouldn't mind re-signing the guy here. So what do we look at? So we got Kyrie Irving, the point guard, obviously. Bradley Beal, Landry Shamet. I don't hate Landry Shamet being the backup shooting guard. They did trade for him. So in that Luke Kennard deal, they got Joe Harris backing up KD. I love that. And we don't really have a power forward right now. So maybe, just maybe, we should look to trade Dinwiddie in a signing trade for a power forward or Jarrett Allen. One of the two. So I think I might look to trade Jarrett Allen for a power forward, actually. I think keeping Dinwiddie would be kind of nice. So I'm going to give Dinwiddie a 3-year deal. And I'm going to try to keep him here as the 6th man here for the Brooklyn Nets. So we're going to sign Dinwiddie back. And we're also going to sign Jarrett Allen to a 7. Like, let's give him, like, I don't know. I feel like 17 million maybe is a little fair for Jarrett Allen. So I'm going to sign Jarrett Allen. And we're going to go ahead and probably trade Jarrett Allen for a power forward, because we literally don't have one right now. Power forward deal that I liked, to be completely honest with you. Something that I thought was going to make a ton of sense is if I traded Jarrett Allen to the Pistons, who are obviously rebuilding, and we got Jeremy Grant in return, who I think would be a nice, interesting fit here in Brooklyn. But unfortunately for us, the Heat beat us to it, and they have Jeremy Grant. So I don't see why the Miami Heat would want Jarrett Allen when they have Bam Adebayo. So I'm just stuck with what I got for now, which is totally fine. But when we go to untapped potential, we are going to throw some here at Jarrett Allen, who is going to be staying here for the time being. We're also going to throw some at maybe Landry Shamet and probably Bruce Brown down here as well. And we'll go with that. And then I think what we'll do is probably, I assume, yeah, okay, so yeah, I don't love that. Okay, so we do not want that at all. Do we have another power forward on the roster? We do, and Eric Whitehead. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to move Eric Whitehead because I don't want, all right, let's move Eric Whitehead to center. And let's also move Patrick Patterson, which I guess he's fine and all, but I don't want him playing. I'm going to move him to center as well. And it should force KD here. No, they want to start Jarrett Allen instead. That is definitely not happening. Okay, so Kevin Durant's going to play the 4. And then we're gonna do something like that. So we're going to have Joe Harris play the 3, and Kevin Durant's going to play the 4, I guess. Which isn't terrible because KD is tall enough. So we'll have something like that going for us. I'm going to move Jarrett Allen's minutes down. And we'll get Joe Harris about 20. Let's not go overboard, 28 minutes. Jordan gets 30, Dinwiddie 31, and then we'll go throw some minutes down here, something like let's do this. Okay, so we'll have that going for us. So we'll have Kevin Durant play the 4. We're gonna move Bruce Brown to small forward, I guess. And that is what we're going to roll with. So Kevin Durant's playing the 4. I don't hate it. Definitely would have liked to have gotten a power forward, but it's all good. But we added Bradley Beal to the mix, so I think this should, again, make us one of the top teams in the East, but we'll just have to wait and see. So let's go ahead and simulate season number 2, and let's see how this big 3 does in the Eastern Conference. End up being the 2nd seed in the East. I definitely am a little surprised. I thought we would absolutely dominate this season, but yeah, it looks like the Pistons were the better team in the East, which is relatively interesting. Here's your All-NBA first team, All-NBA second. We got KD. And when we go look at it, okay, no, Boston. So Dwayne Casey's the head coach for the Grizzlies, maybe? Yeah, he is. Okay, so never mind. So Detroit fired him, and they are not that good. Okay, so player stats, though, we had 26 from Kevin Durant, 24 from Bradley Beal, 24 from Kyrie Irving, and 16 from Dinwiddie. So very nice. I'm very happy with the stat line we got. Dinwiddie is supposed to be that 6-man kind of guy, and he did his thing. Kyrie, Bradley Beal, Kevin Durant all scored very well, and I love it, man. So definitely happy with what we got, and honestly, I think we should easily be a championship team here. I would be surprised if we don't win it, because I feel like we put together the best team. We'll see, though. We are playing the Cleveland Cavaliers. We have Garland, Sexton, Porter, Kevin Love, Drummond, and BJ Boston Okoro. Simulate game 1, and they won game 1. Okay, that's a little interesting. We do even it up, though. They're up 2-1. They're actually putting up a really nice fight. 3-2, I hope. Okay. And we beat them in 6. So definitely should have been a lot easier, I would like to think. We are playing the 6-seeded Atlanta Hawks here. They have Trae Young, Kevin Huerter, Cameron Reddish, Collins, Onyeka, Gallinari, Hunter. So what's different about this lineup? I guess Hunter isn't starting anymore. So maybe that's different. All right. Let's simulate game 1, and we win game 1. Good start. They even it up, though. They're up 2-1. 3-1, and wow, we actually might lose. That's actually insane to think about. Okay, so we're down 3-1 to the Atlanta Hawks. Let's see if we can... 51 points in the first quarter. There's no way we lose this game, right? Okay, so... wow, it was a very high-scoring game. Kevin Durant, 48 points in an elimination game. Let's try that again. So, give more minutes to Bruce Brown. Sure, why not? We're going back to Atlanta. And we please not lose here. Come on. And it is looking okay thus far. And we do beat them 138-125. Again, Kevin Durant doing his thing. We're going to game 7 back in Brooklyn. So can we please get the job done here in Brooklyn and go to the Eastern Conference Finals where we belong? And we do just that. Awesome. So Kevin Durant, lights out, man. Awesome stuff. 1-6 from 3, but he shot the ball fine. So definitely happy with that. Bradley Beal, Dinwiddie, our top 4 scorers doing their thing. And now we're playing a very good Boston Celtics team. We have Russell Westbrook. Okay, so Russell Westbrook joins Boston. So this is definitely an interesting matchup now with Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook facing each other, obviously. Marcus Smart, Jaylen Brown, Tatum, Robert Williams, Tristan Thompson. Boston Celtics fans, let me know. Russell Westbrook in Boston. You digging it, or are you just absolutely cringing of the thought of that? I don't know, man. I don't know if I like it. But let's simulate game 1, and we lose game 1. Okay, so let me fix... I want to get, like, my best players playing the most amount of minutes here. So, hopefully, we can not slip another game. All right, we win game 2. Good start. Game 3 goes to us. Game 4 goes to them. 3-2 lead for us. And we're going to a game 7 again. This time, it's going to be in TD Garden, man. This is a little nerve-wracking. Okay. Can we please fight, man? Please do not... getting kind of blown out here. That is a little unfortunate. I'm not gonna lie. We're getting blown out by Russell Westbrook and the Boston Celtics. Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown. Wow, that sucks, man. I'm not gonna lie. I thought we put together the best team in the East, and that is just not the case, as we are going to lose in 7 to the Boston Celtics, bro, as they go on to win the championship. Russell Westbrook, Finals MVP. So I feel like at one more time we definitely have to take another crack at it. I mean, we don't really have a choice here. I mean, we gotta win this championship for this team. So, you know what? Steve Nash is gone. I'm just gonna go ahead and hire Nick Nurse and get better ratings, I guess, as a head coach. We're gonna sign Dwight Howard to be our head scout. Welcome in, Dwight Howard. I hope you have fun in Brooklyn. Okay, that's a little interesting. Let's go straight to player options, though, because the draft's not gonna help us out here. So, player options. Kevin Durant declines. Wow. That is the worst case scenario when your top 3 players all decline their player options. Definitely not looking good. All right, so hopefully we get all of them back. If we don't, this becomes a disaster. So we have bird rights on all of them. Landry Shamet, Bruce Brown are free agents as well. So obviously, without a doubt, you want all of them back. Kevin Durant is 33, but at this point, I'm just thinking about a championship. I want a championship and nothing else. So I'm going to go ahead and give them all whatever they want to get them back. And Kevin Durant has, okay, so we are his #1 offer, Kyrie Irving, and we want Bradley Beal back as well. So, and we get all 3 back. That's a huge W. We are going to run it back with these 3 again, and that's major. Okay, so now when I'm looking at the roster, so Kyrie Irving, Dinwiddie is great. Bradley Beal, Joe Harris, Kevin Durant, Jarrett Allen, and DeAndre Jordan. So we just need some backup wing players, essentially, and I think we'll be fine. I mean, Landry Shamet, I think he's fine. We're going to go ahead and give him a deal. A nice shooter off the bench. Come in, definitely play nice minutes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we just need a backup forward, and we're essentially ready for this next season. We could just sign Bruce Brown. You know what? I'm going to do it. We do not have enough room. We're probably almost in the hard cap, which makes a lot of sense, honestly. We're just going to have to sign Rodney Hood instead. So this is going to be our final time running it back, man. Here we go. Season number 3. Maybe we have too many scoring options on the team, and that's our big issue. But I feel like that should play to our advantage. I mean, the Golden State Warriors had a lot of scoring options. So I guess they had 3 because Draymond's not much of a scorer. But still, I really love our chances of winning a championship here. Rodney Hood is going to start at small forward. Very interesting. I don't hate it. I don't love it either. I guess if I wanted to check one more time what Jarrett Allen's value is in free agency, if I wanted to start, or in the trade finder, get Julius Randle, De'Aaron Fox. Obviously, we don't. It's a bonus. Siakam. I feel like at this point I should probably just stick with the team we got. So I'm gonna go ahead and just simulate season number 3, and let's just hope and pray this is the season we win this championship. Season we are atop the Eastern Conference, 53-29, man. At this point, all I'm asking for is a championship. Like, this is a video when you're doing a Nets rebuild and you have 2 of the most top talented players in the NBA. You would think you would, win a championship. So please, 2K, let me get one, man, in this video. I definitely did not expect it to take this long. We are playing a pretty talented New York Knicks team. We have a pretty nice roster, but I'm pretty confident with the first team in the East. Yeah, we beat them. So now we're playing the Milwaukee Bucks, who did lose Giannis Antetokounmpo. I mean, come on, man. This shouldn't be a contest. And as I say that, we lose in 6 games. Okay. Wow. All right. Wow. Okay, I can't... Dude, what the hell, man? How do we lose to this Bucks team? Chris Middleton, Montrezl Harrell. I do not get that at all. Okay, man. That doesn't make any sense. All right, well, you know what? I put together a good team. I don't know how we didn't win a championship here. We lost to a Bucks team that lost Giannis Antetokounmpo. I am shocked, but you know what? It is what it is at the end of the day. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to leave it a like if you did. Did I get screwed here, or did I just mess up somewhere along the way? But for now, this is Crushables. I'm saying peace.